Hello everyone, welcome back to Shiksha Proficient Academy. Today we will see 10th Standards, 2nd Unit, Poem 2.1 Animals, which is penned by Walt Whitman. So before moving to the explanation part, let us know about the poet first. Walt Whitman was an American poet, essayist, and journalist. He was a major figure in early American poetry. He broke the tradition of rhymed and metrical poetry. He was famous for writing a revolutionary new kind of poetry which was in free verse. Whitman is among the most influential poets in the American canon, often called the father of free verse. He was an outstanding poet. Some of his best poems include Song of Myself, I Sing the Body Electric, A Noiseless Patient Spider, O Captain, My Captain, Calamus, and Song of the Open Road. The poem Animals is from his work Song of Myself in Leaves of Grass. In this poem, the poet tells us that he feels more at home with animals than humans, what he finds complicated and false. So now it's time to recite our poem.
I think I could turn and live with animals, they are so placid and self contained. I stand and look at them long and long. They do not sweat and whine about their condition. They do not lie awake in the dark and weep for their sins. They do not make me sick discussing their duty to God. Not one is dissatisfied, not one is demented with the mania of owning things. Not one kneels to another, nor to his kind that lived thousands of years ago. Not one is respectable or unhappy over the whole earth. So they show their relations to me and I accept them. They bring me tokens of myself, they evince them plainly in their possession. I wonder where they get those tokens. Did I pass that way huge times ago and negligently drop them?
Now, here we can clearly see that the poem is divided into four stanzas, and as we know that Walt Whitman has written this poem in free verse, so that means there is no rhyme scheme. Let us understand this poem stanza wise.
I think I could turn and live with animals, they are so placid and self contained. I stand and look at them long and long.
In first stanza, the poet here desires to turn into an animal. Here, turn means transform into an animal and live with them, as he is impressed by their calmness and the purity of their mind. Placid and self contained means placid means they are not really easily upset, and self contained means they are self sufficient, they are happy with themselves. So, unlike humans, animals seem so contained with their lives and are happy in their natural surroundings. The simple lives of animals help them maintain self control and their rationality. He stands and looks at them for a long time. In the phrase long and long, the implied meaning is the longing that poet feels for these two qualities in human beings. Longing means something you're eagerly waiting to see, something you're missing. Extreme missing is known as longing. So, the poet is longing for these qualities of being placid and self contained in human beings.
They do not sweat and whine about their condition. They do not lie awake in the dark and weep for their sins. They do not make me sick discussing their duty to God.
In these lines, the poet is quite happy with the fact that animals do not make complaints and cry about their conditions like humans. Here, sweat and whine means complaining and crying. Animals eat and sleep peacefully as they have nothing to worry about, while humans because of their wrong actions or wrong deeds, are unable to do so and thus cannot sleep without worrying about them. So they keep crying or weeping over their past deeds. Humans, even after committing sins, talking about God and rightness, while animals are simple creatures and they do not need to worry about praying to God. The poet here means that since animals are so pure, they do not pray to God for forgiveness or ask God to fulfill their desires like humans. Do not make me sick means do not disgust me.
Not one is dissatisfied, not one is demented with the mania of owning things. Not one kneels to another, nor to his kind that lived thousands of years ago. Not one is respectable or unhappy over the whole earth.
In this stanza, the poet says that animals do not possess material things like humans, and they are happy and satisfied without all the worldly items. Not one is dissatisfied, not one is demented. Demented means being mad. So these animals are not mad about this or crazy about these worldly items, the desire of which has affected human beings very badly. The desire to own things has been called madness by the poet. Animals are free from the habit of praying to their ancestors. When the poet says, not one is respectable, he means that since all of them are equal, there is no question of respect to some and insult to others. All these features of animals make them happy and uncomplaining, and because of this, there is no ego or self esteem issues among animals.
So they show their relations to me and I accept them. They bring me tokens of myself, they evince them plainly in their possession. I wonder where they get those tokens. Did I pass that way huge times ago and negligently drop them?
In the last stanza, the poet feels that animals represent human beings in some way. This means that animals seem to have what humans once had, that is, virtues like kindness, self containment, and innocence. They symbolize the last values of the human race. He believed that civilization has corrupted human beings, and instead of teaching values to them, it has taught them greed. Here, evince means show. He believes in this poem that humans dropped these virtues a long time ago and have forgotten them. That's what he says in his last line. Did I pass that way huge times ago and negligently drop them? So, in short, in the poem Animals, the poet Walt Whitman praises animals for being better than human beings and for possessing all such qualities that humans lack or have forgotten. Those qualities are calmness, the lack of greed, and the ability to stay happy and contained among others. The poet wants to live among animals and experience a life where no one complains and where they are free of sins and sorrow. The most important theme of the poem is not to praise how good animals are, but to compare humans with them in order to highlight the flaws of their inner nature. The poet believes that probably a very long time ago, humans possessed all these good qualities, but they have now lost them.